One of the best moments of All Stars was when you had your other sister, Tim, aka Alexis Knight. Well, there she is, honey. You got to give your bestie her moment as a queen. And we're actually going to bring Tim out so you guys can talk all about it.
Well, hello, Tim. Hey,
Welcome to Hey Qween, honey.
I'm on Hey Qween.
Yeah. You got Drag Race and Hey Qween. You're a regular Ru girl.
Right?
So, how exciting was it for you when Tim entered the workroom and you figured out what that challenge was going to be?
Oh my God, I could not believe it. I was like, no, he's not coming. I never expected him to be walking through that door, and that scream was real. Like, I was like, but like excited to see him too because it's a piece of home, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
For real, for real.
And how about you? What were you feeling?
What the hell have I signed up for? I love my sister Latrice, but am I really about to do this on national TV?
You did.
And then when you get there, and you know, I'm 45 and the rest of them are in their early 20s, and I'm heavy and they're all skinny, and I'm like, well, this ain't gonna go well. It's probably not gonna go well for either of us, but we're good friends and we have a 28-year story, so at some point that overrides whether I was a glamour queen or a gospel brunch host.
Now tell me, let's take it all the way back. Tell me about when you guys met and you know how your friendship has evolved over the years.
Well, we met through Color Guard.
Well, it all came together on All Stars for you.
Right. I moved to Miami the end of the summer of 1993 to March Alliance of Miami, and we had guard apartments, and Tim was in the one next to mine, and we became instant best friends. And pretty much had been best friends since '93.
Yeah.
That is history.
Which, you know, the other Judys weren't born in '93. So
That part.
we should have got more airtime.
Now, was that your first time up in drag? I don't remember. I know you talked about it on the show a little bit.
The story goes about 3 months after I was there, I got a wild hair up my ass. I'm like, ooh, I'm gonna do this because Latrice was doing it and make it. And so I called everybody to the guard apartment and I was like, I'm gonna get up in geesh and we're gonna unveil this. And so I got all dressed up and all pretty and I walked out the door and I said, welcome Alexis Knight. And Latrice yells, good night, Alexis, good night. And so I went back and took it off and didn't really do it again until then. And so when I was interviewed, I said, I challenged the bitch. Let's see if she can do better 28 years later. I didn't know it was gonna be on TV, but.
And so what was that process of having someone from home in your workplace, the place that made you famous, with all the cameras? What was that experience like?
No, I was glad that he was there because he got to like actually be in the moment and see how all this works and see that it's not as easy as it looks and effortless as it looks on television. And so my biggest concern was to make sure that he had a good time because I know how the experience can consume you and it can either go left or right, you know what I mean? And so my main concern was making sure that he was gonna be okay and he was in a safe place.
And she did protect me. Like there were things that they didn't do right. Like
oh my God.
The Judy challenge, they provided everything. They didn't have a jacket that fit him. They didn't have a jacket that fit me. My tights didn't come up past here.
God,
and at
so
one
bad.
point, Latrice shut it down. She called the producer and said, stop this shit. You've had fat people on here before. I'm fat, Eureka's fat, he's fat. And I was like, bitch, I'm not fat. And they're like, and she shut it. She's like, no. You can't go to Capizio and buy him tights. You have to get Lane Bryant. You have to get him tights that come up past his knee. And then we lost an hour of getting ready because we had to go to a second fitting.
Wow.
They literally had to cut his tuxedo up the back and put another jacket in there.
Oh, Lord.
My second fitting, the first thing we did in our choreography was this, and my jacket literally went up over my belly and didn't come down. And they're like, you can't raise your hands. I'm like, that's all our choreography. So I was like, screw it, I'm gonna do it. We're doing this choreography full out, but they couldn't air it because my belly was hanging out and my tights were down around my knees.
Oh, Lord.
And we got a standing ovation, but they didn't show that because they couldn't show my belly out and my tights around my knees, but everybody in the audience was living their life.
Right.
And so all of a sudden, you know, we thought we had rocked it out. Everybody's like, oh, y'all.
Everybody was like, y'all the team to beat.
Y'all the team to beat.
I'm telling y'all, there's some shit y'all don't know.